Okay, so today we're going to show how to mark out the finger joint. So if you can see here, this is just an example of a finger joint that I have from my Junior Star project. So what it consists of is just basically pins interlocking, basically like fingers against the name. So I'm going to get straight to it. The tools we're going to need here are your marking gauge, your tri-square, your marking knife, and a pencil sharpener. Okay, and obviously we're always saying, why do we find the face edge? It's pointless. But the whole point of this is these edges and these surfaces are going to be your dotting lines or surfaces for any measurements you take, and it is important that we mark off these surfaces to reduce error further on down the line. Moving up and down the surface, looking for creaks or bumps. You're going to be looking along the edge as well because you need to mark your face edge. So once you're happy with that, you can mark your face side, which will look something like that, and your face edge, like so. Okay, step 1. So step 2 is quite basic. We need to now mark the depth of our fingers. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to have two components, 1 and 2. Using 2, you're going to put it up against the end grain. Make sure it's flush up against the end grain of component 1. And all you're basically going to do is literally mark a line here. Here's a point that a lot of people forget to do. Using your tri-square and your marking knife, score along your line. Okay, like so. The reason for this is when you're cutting, when it comes to the processing stage, a lot of people find when they cut a line straight, you're going to get a lot of splitting at the shoulders. Now, the reason we use the marking knife is it cuts into the wood fibres, and this will reduce the chance of the shoulder splitting, which is just on your timber. So for me, 70, I want 5/14. So you're accurate when marking this, because a lot of people set it, and when they actually twist the screw for the marking gauge, they're slightly off. So we're going to score along the surface. Now we're going to go back to our face side, face edge. The stock of the marking gauge must be kept up against the face edge. So scoring away from you, because we don't want any injuries, you're basically going to set your point and score down. At this stage,
once this stage has been done,
the process
continue
where you will
carry
mark
out
your fingers using the marking gauge. Mark along the entire width until you have 5 fingers. At this stage, you will mark in these lines that you have marked. Remember, you should have 5 fingers. We will also be marking along the end grain using your tri-square, and the piece should be in the vise. These lines will also be scribed down the opposite face. Don't forget to mark in your waste material with an X. You have now completed the marking out stage for a finger joint. At this stage, you will repeat the process where you will mark your fingers using the marking gauge. Mark along the entire width until you have 5 fingers. At this stage, you will mark in these lines that you have marked. Remember, you should have 5 fingers. We will also be marking along the end grain using your tri-square, and the piece should be in the vise. These lines will also be scribed down the opposite face. Don't forget to mark in your waste material with an X. You have now completed the marking out stage for a finger joint.